Good evening. The year is a different dimension. The town is a different dimension. Welcome to the Buffy RPG adventure. We are currently in a chaos dimension right now, run by Ethan Rain. We've been floating through the memories and nightmares of a Mr. Rupert Giles. And tonight we're going to conclude that story and see where it takes us or leaves us. How's it going? Welcome to Hyper RPG's Buffy RPG.
Woohoo! I don't know if these mics accurately pick up the sound effects of Griffig's sword.
Swinging it is unsheathing a sword. That's how that works.
If you can't hear it, it sounds like this.
Tonight we'll be going on an insane adventure together, and we're so happy that you're joining us here tonight. But really quick, we have some announcements. That's right, it is September, which means subscribing, the easiest way and the best way to support us here at Hyper, is half off. It just helps you out, helps us out.
It's great.
Helping everyone, that's our goal.
Yeah.
Also, tomorrow we have the second episode of Vanquished with a brand new character that you've all met. So if you guys want to tune in and hang out with Stella, that'll be tomorrow. And then on Friday, you might recognize a familiar face. Pencils and Parsecs is back with season 2.
And we have a time jump, and I can't tell you anything else.
Oh, it's very enticing.
Yep. But tune in, it's going to be great.
And
there
of course,
might be decorations if I go to Party City.
we're going to hold you to that. It's going to be really sad if there's no
I
decorations.
know, right? Now I have to.
Why? What stopped you from going to Party City?
Well, listen,
Tune in
I have
to
a lot
find
going
out.
on in my life. Tune in and find out why Emma didn't make good on her promise to go to Party City and get decorations.
And finally, September 30th, hang out with us all day because it is the Hyper Drive. That's right, that's September 30th, and it's going all day long, so tune in for that. All right, those are all such wonderful, fun announcements. And unfortunately, we have now to descend or ascend into the world of nightmares. Welcome to Ethan Rain's Chaos Dimension. Tonight, we are going to try to break out of this dimension by exploring the memories of Rupert Giles. We're going to have some feelings tonight. There's going to be some revelations, and as usual, there's going to be some singing. You guys will be able to help and hurt in tonight's chapter, but before we get to those specifics, let's meet everyone, starting with Betty.
Oh, I'm Betty Pastors. Still without a demon. Still without a demon. Trying to get possessed once again, but you know, things aren't working out for me. So hopefully I'll get myself mouth to mouth with a demon and suck its soul right into mine. Okay.
Casey?
Hi, I'm Casey. I am #1 jock at Sunnydale High, and I think that in order to get through this, we got to be a team, we got to focus, and we're going to have a lot of luck at killing demons. So I think it's possible that we'll survive.
Luna?
I'm Luna Nova. I actually am like some sort of crazy dark witch that's probably meant to destroy the world, but I'm trying really hard to not do that. I think that the only reason we're in this predicament is because we all lied about being totally 100% normal teenagers, and maybe if we take them by surprise, you know, in the heat of the moment, then we can avoid this whole sacrificey thing that's about to happen.
Yeah. And finally, James.
I am Truffle. I am Griffig, son of Driffig.
Griffic?
Griffig with a
Fig.
hard G.
Oh, okay.
Griffig, son of Driffig, bearer of the blade of Benrin, keeper of the order of order, possibly just a memory that Mr. Giles read in a book at some point.
Of like heritage. Are we supposed to know who all those people
No,
are?
but it's just sort of part of my official announcement
Wouldn't
of
it be
myself to
easier
bear honor for my father.
Because we don't know any of those people. Wouldn't it be better to just be like, I'm Griffig, what's up, I have a sword?
Because
would
that
make you
sums
feel
it
more?
up.
Yeah.
Would
Really,
that make
like,
you feel more at peace?
I mean, honestly,
Yeah,
I was liking Truffle personally.
Truffle,
Yeah.
you can just call me Truffle. But it's really Griffig, son of Driffig, bearer of the blade of Benrin,
Yeah,
keeper
okay,
of the order of
Truffle.
order. Yes, indeed. Now, I hope that I actually bear the flesh That way I can live a life and possibly find something beyond the chaos dimension that I've only ever known as a home. But if I am only just something that Mr. Giles read in a book at one point and only exist in his mind and memory, then I hope that somehow I can be of service to all of you. To help bring down Ranus, Reyna, the Rain Man, bringer of rain, Ethan Rain, as he is called in England.
Yeah, Ethan got it.
Okay, got it.
Yeah, again, we just
One name.
Ethan,
I
name
have a
is fine.
sword and want to help stop a mean man.
That was good.
That was perfect.
Very, very concise.
Well, unfortunately, I have some information to catch us up all on. Now, of course, you will remember from previous chapters of the story that Ethan Rain came to Sunnydale, where most of you lived. He brought down an eclipse of chaos, and they created a dimension that he can't sustain that's based off of other dimensions and Rupert Giles' memories. We visited Rupert Giles' past, one of his biggest regrets. We visited the last day he called himself Ripper. And now we are in the middle of his memories while he is in full Ripper mode. A quick update, Betty, you're still without Demon.
Yes. Still without a demon.
Casey, you were gone for a week. We found out that little bit of information last time. Luna, we found out that you're acclimating to the Chaos Dimension a little too well, and you have a penchant for fire. And James, you are missing an arm and your sword broke. Just a little quick continuity update there.
Oh no! Damn.
Now, folks,
In what way is it broke?
It was pulled off. It made a little sound.
So just like a handle?
It's just like in terms of the
Talking
sword?
about the sword.
Yeah, it ceramic. It just like
got his
smashed
arm-
to the hilt.
Right.
Smashed
You
to the
can't
hilt.
really pull a sword
So I can't
out.
use
It's not
I can't
really
use it
attached
very well.
to it.
Right,
Right.
yeah. Unless it's like glued in.
Right.
But it wasn't.
That
It was
would
made
be
of
weird.
stone, of the same stone you were carved from by your father.
So now it is in shard form.
It is in shard form.
So when you say son of Drifig,
Drifig?
you actually mean like, was he stone and he just carved another
Is this
stone?
like a Geppetto situation?
Yeah, are you like,
Like, is he really your dad?
Or is he your maker?
yeah. And like
I'd
a
say-
blue fairy or something, like granted you real human life.
He's a maker is perhaps a word that would be accurate. Magics, I have no mother, at least as far as I know.
Well,
sorry.
we'll explore that
That's
in this
steamy.
chapter. Maybe we'll find out that's not true.
Oh,
Or
It's
maybe we
true,
won't.
your past seems mysterious and confusing even to you.
We'll develop as we go. Now, you at home, you can help and hurt. With a gift of $5, you can send a hashtag stake to whoever you would like. And also, as we found out last week, you can engrave it with whatever you like as well. And you
Many
can
of
throw
them.
it down.
Wanna grade?
All the magical spells that you had last week have been cleansed because you're being prepared for a ritual. So unfortunately, you can't sneeze acid anymore.
Darn it.
But
Talk to an animate object!
oh, that was so useful.
the wonderful watchers at home can donate $10 to send you a hashtag spell to anyone you would like, and you can customize it for them. For $25, there's going to be an emotional bomb that drops, which means we're going to find out something very important and very emotional about these characters. There's still a lot to explore. For $50, you can hashtag summon any Buffy character you want. Cut as deep as you'd like. We want to see how nerdy you are with your hashtag summons. And finally, for $75, you get to summon a sweet hashtag song. And everyone will sing because Sweet will pop up, as he tends to do in this story. And we will all sing. We got some goals, of course. At $250, we are going to lose Giles. We'll lose track of Ghost current Giles. Remember, this is a dimension based on his memories. That's a little important.
Oh snap!
At $500,
That sounds like a bad thing.
Yeah, that sounds real bad.
at $500, Betty's gonna get a demon bag.
Okay, do it.
Yeah, we need
Giles.
it.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Oh my gosh.
At $750, Ethan or Rainus will appear.
Curse him.
The
Which will-
rated one.
The Rainmaker,
The rain and
the Rain Man, will appear, and you'll have a chance to fight him,
Okay.
to encapsulate and control the dimension. And finally, at $1,000, when we hit that, Mr. Rupert Giles' ghost form is going to go full Ripper again, aka Return of Ripper. Oh man! Excited. So let's get started tonight. How's everyone feeling?
Good.
I wish I
jazzy
had an
jazz.
arm still. I have this one, but this one I'm not as good with.
Well, you have a lot of time to learn. And how are you doing at home? Are you ready? Are you sitting comfortably? Because things are about to get intense. All right, let's begin. The four of you are hanging upside down over a painted symbol on the ground. Candles all around the symbol as Giles, or at this point, Middle Ripper, is preparing his spell.
How far away are we from the candles?
4 #stake to help keep the party alive.
All right. Thank you so much. You're going to need them in a few minutes. So each of you get a stake.
Okay.
You are...
Like in terms of us being suspended and the distance to the candles, like our heads fairly close to the candles.
Your heads are about 5 feet from the candles.
Okay.
So I'm going to give this a sort of a radius.
Okay.
5 feet, let's say.
Too far away to just blow out the candles.
You can't quite blow out the candles.
What if we collectively channel our breath into one?
Roll.
Oh, okay.
Roll.
Yeah, and let's do it in a vortex motion.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
4.
Okay.
Okay.
9.
Okay.
6. 11.
All right. You are all tied back to back, so you all do blow in one direction forward. Unfortunately for all of you, that's different directions.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
It was worth a shot.
So we're back to back, and our hands are tied behind us.
Yes.
And we're upside down.
But can, like, if I reach straight back, can I get my hands on the ropes of the person behind me?
Yes, actually.
Okay.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, so I'm gonna try. Who is it?
You're
am I
back to back with Luna.
Okay, so I'm gonna try to undo Luna's hands. 9.
You're back. Yeah, you can. Yeah, you're fiddling with it. It's starting. You haven't quite pulled it off yet, but you're loosening it up.
Okay.
Loosening it up. As you're doing that, you hear Ethan and Ripper talking amongst themselves.
Okay.
Ethan turns to Ripper. We should just let them go, Giles. They're just children. They just appeared. Let's just let them go. No, we have to finish this. Their lives aren't worth what we're doing. 50 lives, Ethan. 50 lives. 100. For what we're doing, 1,000 lives would be worth. They keep talking amongst themselves.
What exactly is it that they're doing?
50 lives.
1,000.
Yeah, I think it was like a just a
sliding variable.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you know,
Sliding.
this,
Yeah,
then
any
this.
amount.
Yeah, any amount.
Is this the
I don't
is
think
this the
they
true past?
literally meant 50.
50.
I think
1,000.
it is the true past.
This is-
But
he was a young man once of this violent nature,
Yeah,
though he
it's
became
like-
kind in his later days.
very
Yeah.
weird to me that Ethan seems like a lot more decent than
Yeah.
Giles right now.
Yeah.
he seems like a good guy.
Do not be
Yeah.
deceived.
Are there any decorative axes or sharp weapons on the
Yeah,
walls?
what
of
exactly
the
are we
space?
suspended from?
You are suspended from a chandelier.
Cool.
Sick.
It's a candle chandelier.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Don't see a lot of those.
Are they all aflame?
Those are not aflame.
Okay.
They are melted.
Like twisted
melted.
in, like electric.
they're candles.
Okay.
Oh.
Just like wax candles.
A candelabra.
A candelabra.
Are they? How close are they looking at us?
They are far from you and
Okay.
not paying the most attention.
Okay, I've been doing a lot of working out in the gym, the weight room. So I'm gonna try to do a full sit up from prone and try to get on top of the chandelier.
Oh.
That's a boopka.
A bootka.
You want to do a bootka? Mm-hmm. Roll for it.
14.
Great. You get to the.
Okay.
You can do it. You've got great core, which includes your back as well,
Oh, of course.
and so you're totally able to do it.
Okay,
So she flipped herself forward onto the chandelier.
And now your
And now
hands are
I'm
untied.
my hands are untied.
Yeah.
Oh, great. Well, I'm gonna grab onto the chandelier so as not to plummet down.
Okay.
Since-
Are you also bootcaying?
Well, I assume her momentum would have pulled me up.
Are
with
we
her.
tied to each other?
So they were tied
we
to.
were tied and you guys were back,
Yeah.
I see.
and we were crisscross.
Yeah, I would assume that when she did that initial, like the main thing is like the
Right.
inertia of it would have brought me up.
So
with
you're
it.
boot cut as well.
Yeah,
Okay.
but I'm like backwards this way because I was on her back.
Right, yeah.
So you're just like on a mast of a ship.
Yeah. Okay.
It's a front stretch.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
It's a
yeah.
front stretch.
If I don't have a second hand, what is this tied to?
That is tied to the restraints of Betty's hands.
Okay, so we're standing on top of the chandelier back to back still?
Yeah, yeah.
Please,
Well, we can separate now.
Yeah,
too.
now we're separate. We'll
Yeah.
separate ourselves.
be soft with your steps on the top of the chandelier.
Got it.
We've
Like
not
steps.
yet got their attention.
You hear them still talking, and Giles says, "All we need is blood."
Blood.
Don't give him any.
Do you even have? Because you're like a statue.
Because you
What
like,
is my wound?
yeah.
What is my wound like?
It's like terracotta. Like you look very much as you are right now, except where your shoulder ends, there's a terracotta break.
I don't think I do.
I think young Mr. Giles was kind of dumb because we like.
Like,
this
why
is
include him?
Clearly not a regular teenager.
Not fully thinking through it.
And if there's 4 sacrifices he needs, and all he needs is blood, then he has only 3. Which means that his spell of evil magics cannot be complete.
Boom! The doors burst open.
Ooh, we wasted time.
5 vampires walk in. So are you the sorcerers that wiped out my entire den? Yells the head vampire. And they rush in and start to fight with Ethan and Ripper, who are wonderful mages and sorcerers of supremacy, but they're having a hard time fist to fist, with the vampires.
Okay.
Okay, so I think I'm gonna try to grab Betty and like pull her up and like untie her, like rip off her ropes.
Roll for it.
Oh, 22 with athletics.
Great, you do it. Betty's free. You 3 are perched on the candelabra, and the ropes are it's sharp because it's like an old sort of like Gothic style
Okay,
candelabra.
right.
Like the ropes, like you've either you pulled them apart or you've been able to do this, and also you realized you're great at knots. So just as a future skill, just know if you run into a knot, not a problem. A vampire runs up to you.
Oh,
suddenly-
is he still dangling?
Still dangling.
Oh no!
Okay.
A snack bites at your neck. You hear
His teeth
his
shatter
teeth
on
are
my neck.
shattered upon trying to bite you.
I crush his head. I grab his head with my face, and I want to decapitate him just by crushing his head in my neck spot.
Roll for it.
With my face. Just kidding. I'll just use my hand. It's tied. Imagine that it's tied. Damn. 7.
You do a lot of base damage.
I bite him.
Roll for it.
Oh my gosh.
2. I immediately don't like it.
You get a lot of hair, like a lot of like sweaty hair.
Ew.
But a gift is coming.
I think I will help my favorite witch kick some puppy burn baby burn with a nice fireball.
Oh, okay. Cool.
Spell #Luna #spell.
Nice.
All right.
Nice. Cool.
I want to like use our
Thank you.
momentum on the chandelier to like pendulum
Oh, good.
truffle
call.
around and just like try and take out some vamps
Yes.
with his just strong body.
Well, he has a stake too.
Oh, get that steak in your mouth, point it outward.
Well, he has a
Where is the steak stored in my belt?
The steak is stored in your belt.
hand
darn.
free now.
I wouldn't have.
Oh yeah, what's do with his hand?
Oh yeah, all right. I think we're still tied.
Well, but she's up on the thing.
I'm up.
Oh yeah, so you're not. But yeah, you now realize your hand is free because it was just tied to Betty's. And guess what's at your belt?
Steak.
Roll for it to use it. I assume you want to use it.
I would like to.
Go ahead and roll for it.
We'll see what happens.
I was going to shake and try to catch it with my teeth.
That would have been great. You
but
can still
but
do
now I
that.
have a hand.
Yeah.
18.
Yay!
You turn to the vampire, realizing that your hand's free. The vampire moves the mat of hair out of his face. Oh, ball. Down to 4 vampires.
All right.
When they hear one of the vampires get staked, they turn and they look at you guys at the candelabra. Ethan and Ripper still focus on one of them. 3 of the other ones run at where you guys, where you're dangling and where you 3 are sitting.
Okay. I like this momentum idea
Yeah,
of trying to spin.
My feet are still. So you are all free,
Right,
and
we're trying
I'm
to use
still suspended.
We're trying to
Okay,
use
great.
his stone body to just be a bludgeoning weapon.
You feel a little jolt.
great.
The chain that's attached to the ceiling is a little bit of dust.
starting to fall.
So
Yeah.
maybe we don't go too nuts. Should we try it?
Because you guys did pendulum swing
That is
around
true.
a little
Yeah,
bit
that
there.
is true.
So.
Okay, I have a better idea. Casey, you may need to make a hasty exit with
Okay.
Betty. I want to light all of the candles on fire that are on the chandelier, and then I actually want it to, with the intention that it would fall.
Oh, okay.
All right. 12.
There's a lot of fire around.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm
So
jumping off.
we're jumping off.
Yeah.
20.
Yeah.
2. Can you grab me?
Can I say
It's like a marsupial situation.
Okay.
Yeah, absolutely.
So I'm like in her.
So you actually, Betty, you try to jump off, and your foot gets caught in the candelabra, and you are now falling, and you're about to just like fall into this fiery Ring of Fire, Johnny Cash style situation, and then suddenly Casey swings through, grabs you, and you both do hero landings just on the other side of the fire.
Nice.
2 vampires facing you.
Okay.
Okay, well, I have a stake. I'm going to try to stake one of them.
Okay.
Okay,
Sick.
look at, how did this happen? It's a 20. What? I don't. Dang!
Okay. You are rushing on endorphins and adrenaline.
Something is going on in
She's
you guys.
wild.
You didn't even realize your stick was on fire because you jumped through it.
Yeah.
So as you throw it, it stakes the vampire and continues through, stakes the other. You get a double stake.
Nice.
Thanks.
But that stake is now gone because it's
Okay,
burned up.
fair.
How many vampires are there left?
There are now 2 vampires. One of them, there's one now that has turned and is rushing over to you guys. Still one with Ethan, Rain, and Giles.
Right. Okay.
You're still on the candelabra. You're still dangling,
Yes.
cooking like a tikka oven.
Well, I feel like, you know,
The status of I assume my feet are tied with rope.
Your feet are tied with rope.
What's the,
The rope's
status of the
probably
rope and the
burning.
fire?
The rope is warming up. It's not lit yet. It's
Do I see that maybe if I shimmy my feet in a certain way, that maybe I could catch the rope aflame?
there's no fire path unless someone were to control it.
sure. I'm willing to send some firepower your
Please.
way so you can attack people as a clay oven.
Friend, if we can get the momentum of this, we can launch. I'd like to launch myself towards this one vampire,
Yeah, I didn't-
and as well as Ranus and
I
Giles.
only got a 7, so
Okay, you're still working on your fire abilities.
yeah.
You're definitely able to bend the fire. You're able to make it move a little bit, but it's kind of
Okay.
like the beginning of Aladdin, like a little dancey,
Oh,
and it
yeah,
doesn't quite
yep,
make it.
got it,
But
got
you definitely were able to do that.
The ability exists. So I
Yeah.
just don't know how to use it.
Okay, I want to throw. I have 1 stake. I want to like javelin throw it. I'm gonna aim for your for Truffle's rope
Great.
and hope that it hits a vampire in the end.
Okay.
Oh my gosh.
19.
It snaps the rope.
Yay!
It doesn't hit any vampires, unfortunately, because that would require like a Daredevil-esque ping, 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 ping back, because the vampire's running at you. But you hit the ground. You're all warmed up.
Literally.
Your tummy's really hot.
I want to charge like a rhino.
Like a rhino would.
Yes, onto this one vampire,
Roll for it.
and presumably just smash his chest with my head.
Okay.
And remove it, just basically detorsify him.
And we're going to find out what that move is called if you roll high enough.
17 plus what? No, it's 18.
You complete what we all have always called Gripping's Run. You run at the vampire. You are burning hot. You are just clay that is on fire in form of a sentient being. Grab the vampire and you just burn it.
I know that at one point you didn't choose this, but it's just what happened.
Wow.
Famous last
Wow,
word.
Yeah, it's pretty philosophical.
I burn it slow. I noticed that he's still not quite burned.
Not yet. He's still going.
Terrific.
Perhaps in these final moments, the demon that has taken over your face can learn that not all hell that you reap does not return to you.
And just as he's about to dust, looks up at you and goes, "Who are you?" Just a little tiny little tremor.
Okay.
But it hasn't fallen yet.
Okay.
All right.
I want to just like jump to try to make it fall.
Oh, you want to bring
I
it?
want to
You want to bring down the house?
Yeah, I want to bring it down.
Okay.
1. I'm rolling terribly right
Like
now.
you jostle, but because of the way the physics works, like vectorially, you kind of make it swing a little bit more.
Yeah, perfect.
It's
great.
hard. It's hard
It's
because you're not the
really
center
hard.
of, so it's
I
one of
know.
those things where you have to just solve for R and then M1, M2.
Might abandon this plan.
Where are the exits between? Is there an exit that isn't behind Giles?
That's the only exit.
That's the only exit.
There's Giles, Ripper, Vampire. They're fighting. They're doing a bad job fighting this vampire.
Okay.
There's just one more vampire alive.
One more vampire left.
I want to like mess up the drawing that's on the ground just in case we get captured again.
Smart.
Okay.
Good move.
Okay.
What? This is a
rolled-
magical.
It's a 20.
Dang.
You kick the fire. It's not a fire spell. It's legitimately, you look at the candles and you like punt them at the ground and it just spills like hot wax and it just starts to burn and Giles turns, "No, you don't know what you're doing." He runs over and he starts like patting it with his hands. His clothes are catching on fire as he's doing it. Just little like wisps of smoke. We're gonna find out what happens next.
Hashtag song cause it's my birthday as of 9 minutes ago. Right post time.
Happy birthday.
Yay.
Happy birthday!
Whose birthday?
What was it?
Whoever donated.
Watchers Council?
Does it say on the thing?
We have, yeah, but I just wanted to check too.
Ah.
Pardon?
Val Viper.
Let's all just quickly say a very happy birthday. Val Viper.
Happy
birthday.
All right, as you punt the candles down at the ground and Giles is smacking it, suddenly he cuts himself.
Oh no.
A drop of blood. It's bubbling, and when we have bubbling blood, you know that only means one thing for us, gang. Well, now, isn't this a hot commodity? happening
Oh
in
my
my
God! Are you like not
man.
killable, banishable, any of the above?
You can't stop the music, darling. Hi, I'm sweet.
We know.
Says it to no one, like away from you.
Why'd you die?
Who are you talking to?
Do you not have a lot going on?
So, what's been happening since I last left you? I see that Miley Cyrus is cannonballing up at the top over here. We've got Mr. Clay Aiken. And,
Cool.
and he's stretching right now. And he looks at you guys and says, and Milli Vanilli are searching for the words. Feel free to be offended. That's not a nice thing to say.
No. I mean, they were good looking. I don't know.
I'll take that.
So why don't we find out a little bit about our own memories since we're living in Giles's, and what's our most fearful memory? Ha 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 ha! This one's for Val.
Late at night, in the middle of the night, my unborn twin spoke to me. She said, I'm more interesting than you.
Okay.
I said, I ate you, I'm more powerful, I'm better and I'm more interesting. I got a demon on my side now, I'm more interesting. And she said, oh, you silly girl. You can try and you can try and you can try, but no one will ever, ever, ever care about you. No one will ever care about you. Less interesting than an unborn twin.
Late at night, all I do is lie awake. Late at night, I think about my friends, all the teammates I had before, and I let them die because I couldn't protect them. Now I've got a new team. I hope they live through this.
So do we. Go sign.
And speaking of living through this, there was a time when I was 8 or 9 and I couldn't quite control the fire within me. And at elementary school, I kind of set the whole playground on fire. Like 10 kids had 6-degree burns and maybe one died. They never came back to school anyway. It was awful. It was terrible. And I thought then that I had to find a way to control my powers and not become an agent of chaos. Yet here we are in a chaos dimension, and somehow I feel at ease amidst the chaos. I kind of had that thought too.
We all thought it.
Yeah.
Now we're singing it out loud.
It really makes sense.
But nothing makes sense in a dimension that's ruled by chaos. I recall when I was tiny and was sent on dinner duty for the first time. I was set into the forest at night, told to bring back food for the tribe. And then I saw a little demon beast sitting in the edge of the marsh. I went up to it and was told by the master to kill it with my hands. But when I wrestled it in the marshes and it bit off my finger, all I saw was a tiny little piece of dusty stone. And I asked about it when I got home, and then I was put in solitary for a week, and then eventually it grew back on me. And I never, ever, ever knew what it was. I never knew what it was. The closest thing was now this missing arm. It's not that fun when you're an agent of chaos.
Holy crap!
Agent of chaos.
Agent of chaos.
Hey.
But wait, Griffith, that kind of sounds like a real memory. Weren't you afraid that you didn't really exist? But that's like a really specific memory of your childhood.
You're right.
Hope you
You're right.
came
Real.
Really, really.
I hope I'm real.
Ah. It's always fun to learn a little bit about ourselves. I always say a good song is the measure of a man. Now I gotta be going. I got some staff, some klefs to hang out with, but I'll see you all again soon. I need to get sucked into a candle. All right, quick recap of what we learned. You're haunted by the memory and personality of your twin that was lost in the womb. Your team vanished in terrible circumstances, and you're a little concerned that might happen to this team as well, which is always possible. You lit a playground on fire, and you wrestled a beast, didn't kill it, it swallowed your finger. Your finger grew back, and somewhere out there is possibly a beast with your finger in it. All right.
And it also sounds like you didn't have a great childhood.
Yeah,
But it might have really existed.
Hey!
which
so
is like a bonus.
It's huge.
Yes.
huge.
All the memories were just serving the order.
Oh.
Either meat of the slain marsh beasts, sometimes cleaning up after the others.
Ripper, no! You hear Ethan yell as he turns from the vampire and runs to grab Giles as he is padding and bleeding all over the symbol that's now messed up. It starts to crackle and sputter with magical energy. The vampire looks at you guys and runs at you. What do you want to do? Deal with the magic folk or deal with the vampire?
I say we put this final vampire to the dust.
Yeah, we might be able to negotiate with the magic folk. Vampires aren't really up for chit chat.
There's only one vampire I ever encountered who had any kind of conscience about him.
Yeah, and he was like a puppet.
He was a puppet.
He was
Yeah.
a puppet.
Puppet.
He was a puppet.
It was
That was
weird.
last week,
Puppet.
yeah. Again, you can send any Buffy character you'd like. Any character. All right, you're gonna take care of the vampire. Let's do it.
Yeah.
Does anyone have stakes left?
I have 0.
I do.
Okay.
I'm still on top of the chandelier. I wanna light the stake on fire because, there's just fire all around me and like javelin it at the vampire.
Okay, great. Roll for it.
Okay. 16.
Wow. Okay. Yep. You do it. Yes. So as the vampire's running at you three, you're like prepared to fight, and then suddenly you feel a little like flutter past you, and then just as you're just chilling up at the chandelier, it goes a little bit. You're like, okay, yeah, but I'm still good.
Strong work, Luna.
Good job, Luna.
Thanks.
Suddenly, this magical beam shoots up, also through the chandelier, like just missing you, but like through the candelabra, and a demon emerges from the portal that's been opened up due to the blood spell as Ethan and Giles are there. Out emerges a guilt demon. This is a demon that controls guilt. I'm gonna tell you guys what happens. At any point you can interrupt and do anything, but I'm just gonna relay what's happening. All of you must die. No, Ripper, this is not the way. This isn't the way. Don't you get it, Ethan? Haven't you seen what's happened to all of us because of the demons? There's no future for us as long as they're demon kind. We must wipe them all out. No, Ripper, that's not the idea. Yes, Ethan, it's exactly the idea. Giles turns and starts to say a spell at the demon. And as this is happening, you three hear a familiar voice over your shoulder. It's current ghost Shade Giles. This is exactly how it happened. As he's watching the events of his memories play out. As Ethan is struggling to stop Ripper, you see a bracelet comes out of his sleeve. It's dangling with something at the end of it, okay? Could be an important detail, might not be. Who knows?
I'd like to
Oh, we were collecting things.
grab
Yeah,
it. I'd like to find
yeah,
it.
we have
You
two
like
of
to
them.
grab at it?
We have the wolf
Oh,
and the
also,
ram.
we have the wolf.
And the
the
ram.
ram.
And last week we got a wolf and a ram totem. Remember
Yes,
that.
so we need one more totem.
And the totems are tied to Giles' biggest regrets. Go ahead and roll really quickly.
14. Do I add any modification to it?
Do you really want it?
Oh yeah.
Go add will.
3. So 17.
Oh, well, that's pretty. Let's
I
see
want
here.
it so much. If you could see the levels of want, they're bubbling to the surface.
Okay, interesting. Interesting. Here's what happens. You grab the pendant. You jump forward and you grab the pendant in the memory. As you do, the demon turns from Ripper at you and reaches for you. Roll quickly to see if you can dodge out of the way.
1.
Ooh.
Oh no!
Okay. The demon grabs you. You are an aberration to this story. You are not right. The demon looks at you, looks at you, looks at you, looks up at you, and then looks over at Giles. That's right, the demon can see.
Oh, you can see Ghost Giles.
I remember you. I remember what I did. And grabs, with the other hand, grabs Ethan.
Oh.
And looks at Ethan. I like your guilt. I'm going to feast on it. And the demon pulls the guilt out of Ethan. And then looks all at you, and as he's charging up from feeding off of Ethan's guilt, off of all of Ethan's concern and worry and superego, goes like this and tears a hole in the fabric of this dimension. Swipes again, swipes again, swipes again,
What?
and suddenly the dimension starts to fall apart.
Oh, jeez.
Okay.
You start to all get sucked.
No.
There are now 20 different portals that have just opened up.
Oh no.
Okay.
Now, everyone, you know what? Everyone roll really quickly.
Okay.
Oh. Okay. Now.
Oh, no.
Oh.
Okay?
18.
Great.
1.
Truffles. Go ahead.
3.
Okay.
3.
Okay. You feel the coursing energy of these portals. Which one would you like to go into?
There's 20 of them?
There's 20 of them.
Number 12.
Okay. Number 12.
What makes you think, why did you decide that one?
I don't know. It's the first number that came to my mind.
Okay.
This conversation doesn't concern you, Truffles, because you have broken off from the group. All right. So you guys chose 12. Fantastic. Truffles, you got 19. I'll explain what that means in just a second.
Oh no.
Folks at home, if you're watching, first of all, thank you so much again for joining us for Buffy RPG. Second of all, it's about to get insane. This dimension of Giles' memories is about to rip the heck apart, and things are going to get nuts. They're going to need a lot of help. So if you have any gifts in your back pocket, feel free to send them, because they are now going to have to portal and dimension hop to find each other, while all the monsters that Giles has remembered up until now are at the helm. This is the cabin in the woods of Giles' memories. Because as you guys hop into portal number 12, you look around. It's dark. You're in Sunnydale. You're back in Sunnydale.
Oh. That was
And you hear a familiar voice.
sort of easy.
But it's a little less puppety.
Oh.
Oh, I like this school very much. I say we school hard.
Oh.
Then over to you, in your portal, you land in the suburb, like in a nice, bright suburbs house. Just a beautiful, just great, like upper middle class house. Most likely owned by someone who, I don't know, curates a museum or something like that, right? Like something that would be like smack in the middle of like the Universal lot, you know? You know what I'm saying? A man comes out of the kitchen. Who are you? Reset. Who are you? I'm Ted.
Good day to you, sir.
Don't talk to him. You got Ghost Giles with you. All right, let's move through these.
Okay.
Oh boy.
So
And this would be a great time for someone to get a spell that can help them hop through dimensions. All right, you guys are now facing Spike and 4 vampires. What do you guys want to do?
and we're outside the school.
You guys are inside the school. It's nighttime, and Spike has a giant piece of metal for some reason.
He's a giant piece of
He
metal.
is or he has?
He has a giant piece of
okay.
metal.
Wait, We met you before on multiple occasions. The last time we saw you, you were a puppet. I know that probably sounds like crazy, but.
And then once you were like smoking in a.
Oh yeah, you were smoking
in a cemetery.
Yeah, and you also like were at the Bronze one time. There was a battle of the bands.
What did I tell you, fellas? This town knows me. And he swings the medal at you. Everyone roll. This is early Spike. He's not messing around.
Okay, are there any like of those fire things where there's also like a hose?
Fire extinguisher?
Like a fire
Like a fire
extinguisher. There's
hydrant.
sometimes there's a hydrant and there's also a hose.
Just like a random giant source of water. Yeah. There is one.
Okay.
Yeah. Hidden behind glass.
I'm gonna smash it open.
Okay, roll for the smash. You'll probably get it, but
12.
yeah, you smash the glass.
Okay. And then I grab the fire extinguisher and I aim it at Spike.
Okay.
And 17.
Yeah, you drench him, and it's a fire hose, so he gets sent back as he's swinging this metal at you guys. Lands, it goes through his shoulder. It hasn't like hit his heart, but it goes through his shoulder. He's pinned now against the wall, and he's like, "Oh God, you're kidding me!" And he starts pulling himself. It's Spike, so he can take it, but he's slowly pulling himself while the other 4 vampires look at you guys. Now over in Ted's dimension.
How engaged am I with? And Ted cannot see Giles.
He cannot see Giles.
Tell me, Mr. Giles, what is this? What is this man, and why does he speak like this?
He's a robot.
Robot?
And Ted walks towards
What is that?
you. I'd like to make your reset acquaintance. Holds out his hand.
I sort of awkwardly shake.
Okay.
On account of only having a left arm.
Pleasure. Tell me, sir, where is the local food consumption eateries?
A restaurant. Well, there's one right around the corner. Let me show you the easiest way out. Grabs you, throws you through the window. You take 2 damage. You went through a window. All right, back to you guys. 4 vampires. What do you want to do?
Where's the path of the vampires? Are they all?
They're okay. Here's what happened. They were a musical theater troupe. Not a great one.
Spike was like here, and the others they were making like a triangle.
Exactly.
Yeah,
So they're
classic.
forming the V,
Right.
coming at
Yep,
you,
yep.
and they were doing a horrible West Side Story.
No. So they all kind of got a little closer together. Then, 'cause
Exactly,
they were doing the
and they're
step,
snapping.
snap.
Yeah,
Okay,
so they're
perfect.
snapping at you. They're coming
All
out.
right. Step back. I don't know what the radius on this thing is going to be. I'm going to blast my fireball gift spell at them.
Vamps.
Okay, I rolled a 4, but it was a gift spell.
Okay. You.
I feel like I
it's
should
true.
get some sort of bonus because it was gifted to me.
You do get a bonus. I'm going to tell you exactly what
Nice
happens.
logic.
You light one of their jackets on fire.
Oh.
I was supposed to return that. Hey, Vamps, let's get him. Vamps.
Oh my god. Okay,
Vamps.
is there
Vamping vamps? I can't handle this.
really upsetting? Is there a okay, so there was the hose like one.
Yep.
Is there one with a fire axe in it?
Yeah, Sunnydale is prepped for fire.
Okay, great. I want to smash and take the
So you roll for the smash.
thing. Oh. 10.
You shatter it very heftily. You should feel very proud of yourself. It's very hard to break glass. But keep in mind, Casey kicked fire. So it's...
Yeah.
but it hasn't quite broken yet.
Okay.
But you didn't hurt your elbow. You got it good in there.
Okay, great.
And just a reminder, guys, previous Buffy characters can always help in these types of situations. The vamps are closing in. Quickly over to you in the Ted universe. Ted walks over, picks up your collar.
Mr. Giles! Where in proximity to, like, shelves, or I'm just out on a lawn?
You're on the lawn. You're on Buffy's lawn.
All right.
Or Joyce's lawn, but
right.
Buffy lives there.
All right, is there any kind of, like, maybe there's a sprinkler or some sort of
Is there a sprinkler?
I don't think there's a sprinkler. Hold on. Let's. I'm not the biggest expert on this.
Can I roll for sprinkler?
There's a sprinkler.
Active?
You have. It's. You're asking if it's on?
Is there an on sprinkler?
Active volcano.
Yes. There is an active on sprinkler spraying water.
Great. So as he's wrestling me about like this, my instincts, possibly memory, I don't know what, but something tells me that stream of jutting water is what can help me.
Okay.
So I'm gonna try to use my weight to kind of gain some amount of control of the strangling robot and try to shove it into the stream of the
Roll
sprinkler.
for it.
9 plus 10.
Okay. I mean, it's just a simple move. Mm-hmm. You turn Ted to the sprinkler. You short Ted out. Haven't killed him, but Ted's shorted.
Excellent. Very good.
Well, that's not polite. And he falls back onto the lawn. And he's shorting. He maybe could get up in a little bit, but he's shorted out for right now. He's got his.
I say, I want to grab him by his shirt, pull him close while he's mostly short, and I say, well, you know it's not polite. Grabbing someone by the neck of their upper shirt wear. And I want to rip his hand off. Can I rip his hand off?
Roll for it. Let's find out.
Dude, Truffle is messed up.
Mode 2.
Okay. Wait, did you roll a 1?
It was a 2.
Okay. Okay.
And I just try to slap him with his own hand.
Okay, I'm giving you the slap.
I want to rip it off, it doesn't work. So I just grab his hand and go, that's what's not polite.
Oh. And he's out. So you knocked him out with his own hand. His circuitry's frying.
I'd like to ask Mr. Giles.
Sure.
Mr. Giles, where are the others? Why are we here? Why were you sent along with me?
I don't know. And I don't know how to find them. Hopefully someone can help with that, or we can figure a way out for that. Things are about to get crazy. Just as we're about to hop out of your dimension, you hear a ring. You turn, and there's a creature that we wouldn't recognize, but you recognize. It runs past. It looks at you. It opens its mouth. In its mouth is a clay finger. It turns. It runs and vanishes.
Oh, dang.
Do you know his name or do I know it?
You know its name. I don't know its name. But maybe we can say it at the same time. The Grusa Drusalug. The Grusa Drusalug.
Not quite a Grusalug.
Sounded like Drusalug, yeah. Sounded like Grusalug.
The Grusa Drusalug.
The Grusa Drusalug. The Grusa Drusalug.
I thought you were trying to do something.
No.
Oh. The Grusa Drusalug.
The Grusa Drusalug.
I go, the Grusa Drusalug. And I chase it.
It's vanished into thin air.
Oh.
Now,
I stop the chase.
You're with Ghost Giles. You're now in the Ted dimension. You don't know how to get out yet. And also, folks, when we hit 250, he might lose Giles. That's going to be another fold into the situation. Remember, outside of all this stuff, Ethan is still pulling the string, so we got to beat him. All right, over to you guys.
All right.
Okay, so Spike is on the wall,
He's
right?
pushing himself off that.
He's
like,
still pulling, like,
Yeah.
He has it was the metal that he was holding that he got impaled on?
yeah. Why did I even pick this thing up?
Okay, I want to go over to Spike and just like light my hands on fire to like coerce him. So I'm gonna like hold like flames like to his face, basically.
Okay,
Yeah.
roll for it.
Yep. 12.
I mean, you were lighting, it's just the simple spell of lighting your hands on fire.
Right. So I'm gonna talk to him.
It's not like full out like Phoenix
Right.
Force situation,
Right,
but
right,
like you have
right.
fire coming
my
out
fire
of your
in my
palms.
hands.
Like, whoa, hey.
You value your pretty face, don't you?
Oh, well, let's just take it easy for a quick second. All right?
Call your vampire goons off.
If I say that, I think I'm taking commands for a mortal.
I'm gonna move my hands closer.
Hey, all right. That's our 11th clock hour, team. It's a wrap. Let's bring it back over here. All right, tech week's done. Don't bugger off.
Go return your jacket. Doubt you're gonna get your deposit back on it.
He picks up his jacket. Like for reals? Like for reals? Like
Well-
for reals? Like now? Like for reals? Like for reals? He walks out. Like she was for reals.
Hey Luna, here's a hashtag steak. You'll never know when it will come in handy.
Super.
You can use it now if you want, with his back turned, or you can just.
I want to, yeah.
Spike?
No, to the vampire with the
one
jacket.
Oh.
Mr. Jack.
11. Did I get him?
It's like for real, like just for real, like just. On the alternative, I'm like, hey, what is it, Rudy? Rudy, why'd you stop talking, Rudy? Are you resting your voice, Rudy? Are you resting your voice for the performance next week, Rudy? Rudy, are you getting ready for the matinee, Rudy? Rudy.
You're gonna need to get his understudy to fill in for him.
Oh, Luna, that was so badass. This is why we need you with us and not in the chaos dimension.
Yeah.
They look at you and point at you. Darn girl. Darn girl. Darn girl. Darn girl. Darn girl. And they start running at you guys again.
Oh man, darn it.
Quickly hop over to you. Is there anything you'd like to do in this dimension?
I think Mr. Giles and I, what's he doing? I feel like I'm supporting him.
He is looking around and he starts to float towards a school. But then you realize that at a certain point, the road ends.
The road ends. Mr. Giles, you were sent to this realm with me for some purpose. Something you're looking for, some missing part of you. Some missing part of you that only I can fulfill. Is there anything inside of you? Any memory, any symbol, any reason that you might be sent here with this robot man, this time, this place?
He looks at you. I think you're right. I think there was a reason that I was sent here. I don't think it was specifically you, though. But I think there is something in one of these dimensions, these pocket dimensions, these memory dimensions, these mentions that you can find. It's a condensed memory and dimensions into mentions. Mentions. Mentions.
Mentions.
I'd like to roll for knowledge.
Roll. Don't tell me. Don't do it. Don't do it, me man. Don't do it.
It's a 1.
You look at Mr. Rupert Giles and you say the following. Ah, yes, but memory is nothing but a cat's eyes glint. A cat's eyes glint at night through the piercing fog of a. And Giles, please just stop. You've lost a little bit of clout, Mr. Giles.
It's nice.
We don't need to.
Nice long.
We
Okay.
don't need to do
All right,
this.
all
Back at you.
Okay.
We've got 3 vampires running at you.
Okay.
Is the flaming leather jacket still on the ground?
It fell. Yeah, it's like it fell down. It's like burning, like yeah, smoking in the background.
Cool. I want to just grab it and like throw it at one of the oncoming vampires.
Roll for it.
14. It's not terrible. It's not great.
Interesting. You don't manage to throw it with accuracy.
okay.
But what you have now is this almost like Ghost Rider-y, like permafire jacket
Great.
that you can swing around.
Super.
Would you guys like to do anything?
Yeah, I want to go to the nearest door frame to a classroom and like break off the wood on the top of the door frame to
Okay.
make a improvised stake. Is that athletic or? Well, I got an 18. I rolled.
Oh, okay, great. Do it. You do it.
Okay, cool. Well, then I want to run up to one of the vampires and use the stake.
Great, go for it.
19.
Oh.
Fantastic.
Cool.
And that's a clean hit.
I know, this is a
Okay.
magic die.
I want to grab one of the vampires and shove him on the ground and in a doorway and just slam the door as hard as I can to try and decapitate the
Okay.
door.
Cool.
Hey, okay, so 18 plus athletics, 21.
Okay.
You don't need a demon.
You're like in it. You're tired of being stuck in this like situation, especially because this all happened before you even moved to Sunnydale, so you feel very excluded. You slam the door. You decapitate that vampire. The door itself breaks because you swung it so hard, and a bit of it splinters off and flies and hits the other vampire. And the stake is just in the back, right behind where the heart should be.
Okay.
Not quite there, but the vampire's like, oh no, oh no, oh no.
Hashtag spell name Casey's luck. Anyone's rolled by Griffith get turned into 20s by the magic of Casey's luck.
Oh, anyone's rolled by Griffin get turned into 20.
He's gonna roll straight too.
That is some teamwork right there.
That is good. I like that a lot.
Okay,
Interdimensional teamwork. Awesome.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
as
Bonds that bind.
As the door breaks, you realize, because that's a little bit of unusual strength, and you're a very strong person, but even that, you're like, whoa, I smashed a door. You realize that maybe this dimension's a little bit more malleable than you might have thought, right? Because it's a memory dimension, a mention, and it's gonna catch,
It'll
guys.
stick.
Hashtag mention. And you get this feeling. You almost kind of connect with your missing teammate because you want to protect your team so badly. So you get a feeling that anytime he falls into terrible luck, you might be able
To help it.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
So the stake is in the vampire's back.
Right.
And then you guys also know that these dimensions are a lot more malleable, right?
Okay.
So I'm gonna quickly hop over yours. But first, I want you to roll right now, really quickly.
8.
Okay. Go ahead and roll for Giles.
9.
You both are standing there,
It's not like you can do it good. It's just a chance.
and then Giles turns to you and goes, "Wait here." Floats. Comes back. Yeah, no, we can't leave. All right, back to you guys.
Okay.
Okay.
We're down to just the one vampire and Spike.
Yeah.
So I go to the one vampire and I do a high kick to kick this
Do it.
stake.
We got it.
16.
You do it.
All right, cool.
Because it was all there already, so just great kick.
Cool.
Now it's just Spike still stuck, and he's like starting to like lose. Like it's actually taking a lot out of him. So he's going. Now remember, everything is in this dimension is malleable.
I'm just gonna go casually hang the flaming jacket from the piece of metal that is stuck in him.
Great. Yeah, roll for it.
I rolled a 1.
Okay. Okay.
It's this whole table.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
It's okay.
Okay. Don't worry, since you're not in so much danger. Well, okay, that's a little soon to say that. You walk over to put the jacket on the spikes. That's Spike.
Right.
And Spike transforms into Ethan.
What?
And he looks at you guys. Oh, this dimension's really spread a lot farther than I expected. I don't know how much longer I'll be able to hold it together. If you can't escape soon, I think we're all gonna collapse.
Cool,
Okay.
guy.
Is Ethan wearing that bracelet?
No,
Okay.
but he was. He was
Yeah,
wearing a
and-
bracelet.
Yeah.
But he's not wearing a bracelet
Okay.
right now.
Okay.
What happened with that bracelet?
Well, it was.
It was in your hand, and in the chaos, it fell into another dimension.
Of course.
Okay.
Okay. We gotta figure out a way to get out of here.
Yeah, we need. Ethan, we need to leave? How can we go to another? We need to be able to find our friend.
You know, I once had a friend. I think I'll torture him a little bit. He disappears. Over to you guys.
Where the dead end of the memory dimension I'm assuming that the edge of it sort of looks like it just kind of like vanishes, like
Yeah.
like you're like at the edge of a
Where the sidewalk ends? Sort of
where
tilts over
the
the
sidewalk
thing?
ends.
Yes.
I want to attempt to interact with it, to move through it, to push it. I'm staring at the edge, the void.
Okay, reach out. It's sort of like in the weird Oculus like setups where it's just a bowl and you're walking forward, but you can't really get there. So you can keep walking forward, but you're not really moving. As you're doing that, Giles hears a voice. It's your fault. And he looks and he sees Jeanette, the girl we met in the cemetery last week, flicker for a second.
Oh.
All right, over to you guys.
All right, okay. So this is clearly Sunnydale High, sort of maybe as we know it. I think we need to find the Giles of this memory, try to connect what's significant about this, and that will unlock the key to getting out of this dimension.
Great.
Okay, so
Yeah.
should we check the library?
Head to the library.
Head to the. All right, great. You go to the library, and there's Giles just pouring through notes, looking for mention of Spike.
Oh. Mr. Giles,
Yes.
this is weird. I'm gonna transfer to this school pretty soon. This is Casey. You might
Hi.
sort of know her. She's like a
I'm
sports.
third string on the soccer
star.
team for right now, but pretty soon I'll be captain.
Well, that's
once everyone-
great. Shifts like the book behind him.
Anyway, I don't suppose you could think of any reason why you might have a memory about like a sort of British vampire, kind of dumb bleached hair.
Would this be a previous memory?
I don't know. He just like he was here, and he's called Spike.
The first mention of Spike, in terms of my own experience, has just been today in person. That's probably the first time that I've met Spike.
This was the first day that you met him.
This would be the first time, I believe, that I've come into contact with Spike.
Were you trying to find anything out about him?
Yes, actually. And he like pulls out his books and he's like just kind of showing you. I'm so sorry. Actually, who are you? You know, it's fine actually. Okay.
Okay.
Would you like to let us know what you were going to say to Mr. Rupert Giles?
I was just gonna say hi.
He doesn't hear it. I'm so sorry.
It's okay.
He keeps going. He's trying to. He explains to you that this is the first night that he's come into contact with Spike. Is there anything else you'd like to ask Mr. Giles right now?
How's your day going?
I made punch. Over to you guys. And again, if anyone wants to throw a portal spell into the mix,
Helpful.
but there are ways to work the way out. Remember, Ethan said, if the dimension collapses, you guys in it.
Well, might be die.
Yep. And this is a Buffy property, so that's completely possible.
Very possible. Very possible.
Roll
Am I? 19.
a 19. Great.
Mama.
I'm going to ask you a question, and this is very important. Did you roll for yourself or for Giles?
I rolled for myself.
Okay. Because time is so warped, I want you to look down at your arm. Yep, it's back.
Oh, dang.
Remember how you spent solitary confinement as a child?
Yeah.
Well, you've been stuck in this dimension for a long amount of time. Your entire arm has grown back. Congratulations.
Oh. How long have we been here?
I don't know.
Mr. Giles?
Roll for Giles.
15.
Okay. Giles looks at you. He's really starting to fade, but he's focusing and he's figuring it out.
Is he like Buffy, Weight of the World, sort of catatonic? Do you know what I'm talking about?
Oh, are you asking me if we're in end of season 5, complete, using that model for this narrative? Yes.
So I'm
awesome.
trying,
Yeah. Like, Giles, Mr. Giles. And he looks at you. Pardon. I'm looking for a pardon.
a pardon. You're looking to be pardoned. You're pardoned.
Not from you, from me. There was a time There was one time that I pardoned myself. That's all you get. All right, over to you guys.
Okay. Wait, is Jeanette here?
No, that was in the other thing.
So we're looking at the books.
Does the name Ethan Rain mean anything to you?
His face drops. How do you know that name?
He sort of sent us here.
Yeah, in a weird way.
And so we just don't know why he sent us to this particular moment.
We're from your future, sort of.
Sort of.
Okay. He turns, he pours himself a cup of tea. What exactly happened?
Well, you were casting some sort of demonic blood ritual, and you summoned a guilt demon, and it took all of Ethan Rain's guilt away, and then the demon tore like a rift in reality, and it already wasn't like totally reality to begin with because we were already just like messing around in your memories because Ethan created this chaos dimension to like destroy you or something, and then we ended up here.
As he opens his mouth to answer, someone pokes their head in. Snyder for school hard, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
I believe
Yes,
it's-
yes.
Yeah, because later
Steroids.
he calls them. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, librarian, we're low on punch. He walks out. So you just know that Snyder's there.
Okay. Okay.
Giles thinks this over, turns to you. The guilt demon tore several holes?
Yeah,
20.
like 20 at least.
I don't think there's anything particular special about this one then. I would think that seems to be just a tear in the fabric. I think that you would just have to search through the dimensions to find out what you're looking for.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Sure. Do you have a book about dimension hopping that we could read?
I have a few. And he goes to the back, opens up his like Dewey Decimal System. As he's looking through it, again through the door. English, punch, now.
Is the punch already made?
The new punch needs to be made.
All right. Can I make the punch? While
Yeah, if you like to volunteer.
Is there some sort of event
12.
going on or something? Like, why do they need punch?
Are you asking me why we need punch to entertain the parents at parent-teacher night?
Question answered.
Oh, yeah.
So is the punch made?
Hey.
I'm sorry.
Water it down. I'm not looking to give everyone diabetes. He walks out. And that was his exit.
Okay.
Giles comes back with a bunch of portal books. Everyone start rolling for research. Let me know when you hit a 19 or 20. Over to you. Would you like to roll for anything? Ask any questions? Figure anything out?
I'm trying to make myself useful,
19.
so I would like to start just ripping apart the remains of Ted. Is he still there?
Okay.
What is happening with him?
He's got 2 hands and he's using them.
I just want to just start pulling him apart and see if there's anything useful.
Great.
9 plus. I'm gonna add my 2 for Constitution.
Sure. Yeah. Because it's a little gross.
Yeah. So I'm just like ripping at his parts.
So you're not doing anything per se, but you're like pulling him apart. And he looks at you and grabs you for like a quick second. You're tearing me apart.
I just close his teeth.
You roll for closed teeth.
12.
Yeah, you close his teeth. Okay, over to
I'm
you.
gonna close his eyes as well.
Roll for that though.
Natural 20.
You cool.
They were real close. Those eyes are real close.
Well. You close his eyes, and as you close the lids, you see behind it material that looks like portal rippage.
Behind his closed
Behind
eyes.
his, I would say maybe face.
If I kind of reach at it, what happens?
You start to reach through.
I'd
You'd
like
have
to
to-
look through.
You would have to take off his face in order to do that.
I'd like to roll for.
But please do.
God.
15.
You pull off the face.
Dang.
And his like rubbery face is right. So I see through a portal in where his face once was. I'd like to look. I'd like to push my face into where his face was.
Okay. You realize that if you were to like essentially tear, it says now tear.
Yeah.
So you can pull it more if you'd like, and fall through it. You don't even have to roll for it.
Mr. Giles,
Yes.
now look. There's only so much we can do with you sitting here in deepest contemplation. Whether or not you want me to help you. Either you give me something, or I'm going through this man's dimension face to see what I fare there, because chaos is unfolding around us.
Wait, you opened a... No, let's go.
Do you want to come?
Let's go.
Oh, you're coming too?
I didn't know you had done that. Let's get out of
Oh,
here.
you were trying to also go.
I'm slowly dissipating in a world of my own memory.
I'd like to just grab him by
Great.
the tweed jacket I assume he's wearing and pull him in.
Perfect.
Great, I do.
Roll and let me know what you get.
It's a 1, it's a 20.
That's funny, and we'll talk about that in a second. Why that's interesting. Over at you guys, you're looking through the books, and you've discovered, since Betty, you are so studious, and with Casey also pouring through books, you've discovered that if you are in a memory dimension and you tarnish or destroy or challenge the memory enough, the memory falls apart.
Okay.
Oh,
That's
okay.
just how it is. It's just fabric. As you're discovering that, Snyder pops through. Hey guys, we need some more popcorn. Turns into Ethan. He taps. I would say you have about half an hour. Forms back in. All right, you rolled 1 with Casey's magic. That becomes a 20. Interesting.
Wait. By that logic, we've already tarnished this memory because we weren't here.
Yeah?
I think we have to destroy it even more.
Okay, I want to run out into where the parents
Let's read
let's
this
do
parent
crash
teacher.
and
Right.
I'm gonna moon everybody.
Do it!
That'll do it.
Come on, Betty.
Oh no, not as exciting as I thought. I really want to do it, right? So 15.
I mean, it's a simple act.
Look at my butt.
Joyce turns. Is this the kind of school and as she's saying it, her mouth opens and just portal energy shoots out. And there's a rip where all the parents are.
Okay, so
All right.
we grab hands
Yep.
and jump into the portal.
Okay, great. I'm gonna give this one to you, Betty, since you were the one that did the mooning that allowed for the portal rip.
Thank you.
Go ahead and roll.
14.
Great. Okay, now, so sorry, you have the most violent portal jumps. You smack down, you're on linoleum. You look around, you're in Sunnydale High. You are in a home ec class, and around you are a bunch of eggs. I'll come back to you in a second. You rolled 14?
Yes.
You 3 look up. Guess what? You're in a fraternity house. And a bunch of fraternity brothers turn in robes. And look, oh, what are chicks doing here? What are chicks doing in our fraternity? What we're doing, and by the way, like,
you
we're
said
not
they're
representative
all
of
in
like
robes?
everyone in the Pan-Hellenic system, just specifically the fraternity brothers that were seen in the episode, and this is a very accurate representation of what they were because this is Mr. Rupert Giles' memory. And we're just like trying to raise like a giant snake. So how about you guys buzz off for a quick second?
I go up to him
Wow.
and I punch him in the balls.
Great.
17.
I'm gonna give you inspiration because it should have happened earlier in the episode. It rips.
Whoa!
Yeah, it
That
rips.
was a punch.
You punch him so hard in the family jewels that it opens up a portal. Go ahead and roll.
3.
Cool. All right. I'll get to you in a second. You're surrounded by eggs. The eggs start to crack, and little tentacles are coming out. There's about 10 of them around you.
I try with my 2 hands. I try to catch them.
Okay. You catch 2.
I want to squeeze them dead.
Okay, roll.
11.
Okay, you know what? They're pretty easy to squish. You squish them.
I like to eat them.
Roll.
This guy.
He really has. He needs us.
I know, we really need to get him back.
10.
You eat it. Sure. The door opens.
Mr. Giles.
Mm-hmm.
I offer something.
You turn to Mr. Giles. The door opens. Mr. Giles is at the door.
Oh, Mr. Giles. We haven't eaten for days. At least I haven't. Please, consume these creatures. They are full of some energy.
Mr.
I
Giles
offer him the things I've already been chewing.
Great, that's very generous of you. Mr. Giles looks at you, has sort of a blank stare. We feed a different way. And he turns to Joyce and Buffy and Willow. They've all got egg monsters in the back of their necks.
Hashtag spell 2 magical plot hole spells. 1 for each team.
Okay. You guys rolled 3, is that correct? Mm-hmm. Wow, this is poetry. This is what we're here for. You guys land in a cafeteria where there are several praying mantis creatures all around. And you look around and you go, this seems a bit familiar, right? And all the manti look at you, and then they're like, wait, I think some of us have done this already, like, right? And then there's like and then everyone's confused, and in the confusion, the rips like appear right in front of you, and they're kind of shaped like this. I'm gonna tell you guys, if you hold out your hand, you can wrap it around your arm, and you now have a portal wristwatch. It can't tell time, unfortunately. I don't know why I called it a...
Okay.
Hopefully you will have better luck with this spell, Emma. Fire will spring out of your hands like a flamethrower. Hashtag Luna, hashtag spell.
Perfect.
Wow. Thank you. That's awesome. So now you guys all have portal jumping abilities, and you have flamethrower hands. All right. So far we've gone to door number 12, door number 20 we're in currently. You guys are currently in door number 3. And then previously you were in... Come and knock on my door. 19.
I'll be waiting for you.
All right.
Him and her and him.
You, as the crew starts to come around you, you're looking around and you're just confused, and then a little portal opens up. You can stick your hand through it and get a little portal bracelet. It now wraps around. Now you can jump through portals, and you can take Mr. Giles with you.
I grab him.
Uh-huh.
I smash a couple more of the eggs.
Of course.
And kill a few of the things and just sort of put them in my robe for later.
They're dead?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I'll get ready to roll for it.
And now you guys can control where you're hopping.
I want to go to them.
But do you know where they are?
I don't.
Do I? Roll for knowledge.
2.
Man, oh man.
Okay.
So,
we can find
roll.
18.
Okay, great. You take a guess. You jump through you open up a portal, you grab Mr. Giles. You appear in the library. You're facing a completely new person you've never met before. She asks you, who are you?
I am... Who are you first?
Who are you first?
Oh, my. Griffic. Or Griffic, son of... Driffic. Truffle to some. None of your business. I demand to know who you are.
She pulls out a stake from her vest. I'm Kendra. the vampire slayer. Just then, doors open. Drusilla and 5 vampires walk in. All right, where would you guys like to hide?
Oh no.
Okay.
Okay, we should try to find.
We should try to find Griffin.
Yeah, let's find
we
Griffin.
gotta find that guy.
Okay.
So you can consciously agree which portal you'd like to hop into, or you can roll the dice. Up to you.
Okay, so we've been in 12, 20,
Yep.
and 3.
Yep.
Casey, you were feeling a particular connection to our lost comrade.
That's true.
Yes. Maybe try to like mentally connect with him across the void.
Roll for connection.
8.
You can feel when he's scared. You can
Oh.
feel when he's brave. You can feel when he's proud and when he's laughing. You have that emotional connection. And right now, all you're getting is not what dimension he's in, but oh, okay.
Huh. Guys, he's kind of chill right now.
Oh,
Oh, so
Okay.
maybe it's not so important for us to get to him quite so quickly?
I guess, but I mean, can we go back to the medium time
I think we have to in
Yeah.
order to get
without truffle?
that
I think that's
bracelet.
oh.
The bracelet fell into the portal rips.
Oh,
remember.
okay. So
Okay.
let's.
Well, why
scan-
don't
can
we-
you scan
yeah.
for the bracelet? I
Wait,
don't
we
want us
have
to
the
leave
other
here
two.
before.
We have the other two things.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And they are where? With us?
I think Luna had them.
Okay.
Yeah, I think I had the ring.
Oh,
Because
that's
you were,
you.
and also, yeah,
Oh,
because you were talking to it.
Truffle is wearing the necklace. Okay, we gotta find Truffle.
Okay, first,
Maybe-
can we
maybe-
look around and make sure the bracelet is not here with
Here.
us
Yeah.
in 12?
Yeah.
Okay.
Sure.
Can we look?
Yeah.
Okay.
Roll
We're
for.
all gonna do a quick perception.
Yeah.
20.
10.
Oh, okay.
Okay, great. A 20. And you guys are in 3 right now?
Yeah.
You can tell that it's not here, but it's close. Not the closest, but it's close.
Okay.
Okay.
Should we just jump to a portal?
Yeah.
And you guys can also split up. Up to you.
Can I send her the? Can she feel
That's
that
what I wanted to
believe
do. Is I wanted to try.
that finding the thing is more important than finding me?
I wanted to try to use like the ring to hone in on the necklace.
Oh.
Okay. What do you roll for? Let's
Okay.
see. Yeah.
Jesus Christ. 3.
You are trying to use Mr. Giles' kettle to kind of channel some like fire magic to connect through the flame,
Right,
right?
right.
But unfortunately, it's not quite working. It's a complicated spell.
Yeah.
You're a very adept magician,
Right.
but it's a little difficult. so-
Beyond me.
Yeah.
Okay. So
Okay, so I know it's close,
it's close, but,
but
it's
not the closest.
So,
So I don't think it's 2 or 4.
Okay.
Alright.
So do we want to split up?
5 or 1.
Should we stay together? We don't have a lot of time.
Okay, well, we don't have a lot of time, and we know where each other are going.
That's true.
So
Okay.
I'll take 5.
Okay,
if someone
I'll
wants
go
to
to
take
1.
Okay.
Okay. I'll
What
go
are you
to
doing?
6, I guess.
Okay, and then we'll meet at 7.
7?
Perfect.
Okay, cool.
Okay, great.
So what was it?
I'm going to 5.
Okay.
You're going to 1.
1.
And then
6.
6, and then we'll meet at 7.
Okay, great. I'm gonna tell you guys where you end up.
Okay.
You and you don't have to roll for top and two
Okay.
portals. You
Oh,
can
right,
do it as a
'cause we
spell.
have
That
our-
was so
Yeah,
graciously
right.
gifted
That's
to all
so
of you.
Cool. That was,
Right.
Oh.
Let me quickly figure that cash out. All right, you guys. So you end up in the principal's office. You expect to hear Snyder. You turn around. Hey, who said you could get in here? It's Principal Flutie.
I don't know you.
Oh, well, let me introduce myself, I suppose. I'm Principal Flutie, and this little guy here is Herbert the Razorback.
Oh, how cute. Looks familiar.
Quiet.
Never seen him before in my
Quiet.
life.
The door opens, 4 students walk in. You said you went to 1?
Yeah.
You appear in the library on the first day of school.
Okay.
We'll come back to that in a second.
Okay.
You said 6? All right. You appear in the bronze. It's dark. You can't quite see what's going on. Suddenly you hear, of all things, and it's very odd because like this never ever comes up ever again. gunshots.
Whoa.
And you turn and you see a vampire, a blonde vampire in a school outfit, shooting 2 guns. And she goes, "Who are you?"
I'm Luna. Who are you?
"I'm Darla, and you're about to be dead." And she aims and starts firing at you. You can jump behind a pool table if you want. They're apparently bulletproof.
Yep.
Okay, roll for the jump behind the pool table.
11.
You do it. All right.
Okay.
So just so we all know, as you guys are jumping through, you can roll for perception. If you roll high enough, you can see if the item is there that you're looking for, or if there's anything else of significance. All right.
Okay.
And then where did you?
I'm with Kendra.
And you have a bunch of. You're with Kendra. All right. What would you like to do?
I would like to know if she sees Giles. Does she see Giles?
The Watcher? No.
She sees me, but she does
He
not see
was
Ghost Giles.
here before.
Slayer, I am on your side. I fight the forces of demon.
A hand appears on your shoulder. It's Drusilla. She throws you against the power.
Slayer! Slayer! Run!
She's
Run!
caught in Drusilla's gaze.
No!
Oh no.
Slayer!
What are you gonna do? She's caught in a one-time use Drusilla hypnosis.
Yeah.
No!
No matter what flagging you do with your hands and body,
I'd
you
like
can't
to-
break it.
I'd like to try to prevent this from happening.
Well, let's try it.
16?
What are you trying to do?
I'm trying to stand up and get in there in time to break the hypnotic gaze between Drusilla and the Slayer.
You run. You jump in between Kendra and Drusilla. As Drusilla brings her finger across and manages to cut your face from here to up here, leaving you with a ceramic scar. You hurt my finger. I don't like you, Pot. She grabs you, and you feel her strength, because it's like super Drew, starting to like, you feel like you might get cracks. What do you want to do?
I want to do this thing.
Okay, roll for it.
8.
No, Pat. Dollies belong on the shelf. And she picks you up and she's taking you as she's like squeezing you. Would you like a quick reminder? You have a portal weapon. Or a portal ability.
I'd like to leave.
If you leave, you leave Kendra. That's up to you.
I think that I sense that. I slow motion sense what my leaving will ultimately result in.
Okay.
I do like a. But I gotta leave because maybe this always happens, and there's nothing I can do.
All right, you open up the portal. As it happens, Drusilla looks at you. Her face turns into Ethan's, and he says, 15 minutes.
Oh.
Okay. And turns back into Drusilla. You disappear. I just want you to know, for your own peace of mind, as you disappear, Drew looks confused. Where'd Dolly go? She looks down. Mr. Pointy is through her chest. Oh, that's not... Great. You're at Flutie's office. What do you want to do?
Okay. I want to grab Herbert
Mm-hmm.
under my arm, and then those 4 people that are coming in, I want to go and then shove Flutie at them.
Roll.
20. Oh!
I think the demon's always in you.
Here's the thing about dogs, is that when you show dominance, when there's pack rivalry, the pack will fall under. You grab Herbert, you open up a portal, is that correct? Or did you just grab Herbert?
I grabbed Herbert and whistled at the
Right.
people and shoved Flutie.
You shove Flutie, they turn to see Flutie flying at them, they get hit in the head. Since you rolled a 20, they all get knocked and start whimpering, looking at Flutie. You guys better stop. You guys better stop that. Go back to class. And they go, and now Flutie has 4 students that obey his command because he's now the alpha of the pack.
Wow.
Congratulations on changing that story.
Thanks.
All right, you've got Herbert. Would you like to do anything else?
I just want to see if the item is here.
Do a perception check.
10.
You don't detect anything super important.
Okay. I want to go to 7.
Okay. Okay, great. All right, we'll get to you in a second.
Okay, I'm in the library. It's first day of school. Immediately, I look around really fast to see if I can find the bracelet. 5.
You are about to, and a strange man pops out from behind the shelves, scaring you, and you scare him.
Oh.
It's Mr. Giles.
Oh. Hi, Mr. Giles.
Hello. Are you looking for a book?
Yes. Something. I think it was like chemistry. It's like way in the back. Could you get it for me?
Yes.
I need all my textbooks because that's a very normal thing for people to get at the library.
No,
on
of
the
course,
first day of
chemistry.
school.
Bohr's models, is it?
Yes.
I'll be back. He goes.
Okay, I want to roll for perception again.
Go ahead.
4.
You don't pick up anything,
Okay.
but as Mr. Giles leaves, someone else walks into the library.
I say hi.
She says, "Hi, I'm Buffy Summers."
Oh, hi. I'm Casey.
Cool.
Are you new? I don't recognize you.
Yeah. Are you the librarian?
No, I'm a student here. But it's weird. I've got this like tingly feeling. Do you feel like there's anything weird here
Like
in
a-
this room, like a mystical object? I know that sounds odd. I'm missing this bracelet. It was my grandmother's, and like it always made me feel safe. Do you?
No, I'm just looking for some books.
Okay. I just thought maybe you could help me look. It's cool. If you're not like a hero type, that's fine.
No, let's look around a bit. And she helps you look around
Okay.
for a little bit.
Okay.
Over to you.
Okay, so Darla is shooting guns.
Yep.
Okay, I just want to, I'm going to stand. I'm just going to, hurl some flamethrower hand at her real fast, but mostly I want to talk to her.
Great, let's do it.
Okay. 17. No, 18.
She goes to shoot at you.
Mm-hmm.
You melt the guns in her hands, and then you proceed to do your spell.
Great. Perfect. Listen, Darla, you strike me as being a vampire type.
Oh, you figured that out, huh?
Yeah, so, why are you shooting guns?
I don't know, okay? My
just-
sire's now running around with a teenage girl. Where does that make sense?
Well, I mean, it's pretty normal for guys to leave their girls for younger models. It's a really shitty thing, but that's just how the world works.
Well, the world works this way for me. And she jumps at you. But
Okay.
she's hurt, and both emotionally and physically.
Okay, I want to put flaming hands up to defend myself.
I hashtag summon Faith and Gakner the Fear Demon.
Amazing! Okay. Great.
Okay.
Let's see. Okay, I'll come back in a second.
Okay.
To you, Casey.
Oh, me.
Yes, thank you. Okay, what did you want to do
I'm
again?
trying to defend myself. I'm trying to sort of propel myself backwards to defend myself as she leaps at
With
me.
fire?
With fire.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
Roll for it.
17.
Yeah, and you also burn her.
Yeah.
You don't have something to focus on it, but you're taking her down.
Okay.
All right. Okay, great.
I
So
didn't necessarily want to do it this way. I thought maybe you were,
why are you fighting me?
because you were fighting me. You're the one who started it.
She just breaks down. She's not even fighting anymore. She just is. It's honestly not completely her fault.
Yeah.
We'll come back to you in a second. Where were you again?
I left.
That's right.
I last seen dimension hopping.
That's right.
Unclear on whether or not Mr. Giles was coming along.
Which number would you like to choose a portal, or would you like to roll for a portal?
I would like to roll for
Roll for the portal.
7.
Okay.
Oh.
You land in the school.
Oh. 7.
You see Betty. Right? You also landed. You 7, right? You
Herbert.
both look at each other.
Herbert! Betty! You seem happy.
I'm great.
Good, you good?
You good? Hey, your arm.
Back!
You look amazing.
Thank you, you as well, you as well.
Thank you.
Oh my goodness.
Hey,
have we solved everything?
I don't want to interrupt this little reunion going on here, but who's that guy? You turn, there's a giant robot man with like crazy like robot pipes coming out of the back of his head. And he turns and he goes, I robot, you stone, you student, you pig.
Cool.
So he stands before us.
But actually, I Moloch.
Moloch.
To clarify, I'm Moloch in robot suit.
So I had my sword. Did I leave my sword shards in another dimension?
I think you did in haste, so you don't have it. But if you're able to find something of stone to form it out of or something else, you could do it. But
Maybe-
as
I
you're
feel like
looking
maybe
around,
I can make my arms become stone swords.
Roll for it.
1.
Oh my god! Teamwork, baby! This is what we're here for. Yeah, you got swords for hands.
I just form sword arms.
Turn to brag to Mr. Rupert Giles.
Giles.
He's not there.
Oh.
All right, over to Casey. You are standing with Buffy looking, and suddenly a portal opens. Out leaps this super cool looking from Boston, like Slayer person, Faith. Faith pops out.
Right.
Faith pops out.
Oh my god. It's that cool girl that you hang out with, Buffy.
I've never met her before.
Okay, never mind.
Yeah, this is a previous memory. Hey, what's up? I'm Faith.
Hey, Faith, how are you? Oh my god, I'm just such a fan.
Oh, cool, thanks.
Listen, I'm trying to find this bracelet thing. Do you like sense any like magic here, or should we bounce?
Whoa, like I'm not really like sort of like a Yoda. I usually leave that up to like Tweed Coat back there, but brought a little buddy that maybe he might be able to help us.
Cool.
And you hear a whisper from her pocket, "Fear me, fear me. Do you fear me yet?"
Oh, sure.
Okay, if she fears me, I'll do it. Little hands, little tiny Gagnar face. I'm feared. She fears me. Yeah, we get it, little one. All right, come on, bite size. Let's do it. She pulls out Gagnar. What was the question?
Is there like a magic bracelet here? I'm trying to find it through different dimensions.
All right, what do you think, homie? She looks at, I don't know if that's canon. She looks at Gagnar, and Gagnar, let me focus. Infinity? 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 Do you hear me? Is this on?
I hear you saying
Is this
infinity.
on?
Yeah.
I don't not really have a mic.
Okay.
I was just saying.
No, I was just so scared. I was afraid to say anything.
Good.
Where am I?
Like infinity? Hold on. Is it infinity? Maybe it's not infinity. Gagnar is not
It's
great.
8?
Oh, it could be.
Okay, first we gotta bounce to 7. You guys want to come with me?
Faith looks at you. A portal jumping adventure? How can I say no?
All right, stick out my arm.
All right.
And we go to 7.
Great. You guys appear behind Moloch, robot Moloch. Turns. Okay. I Moloch. You student. You pig. You sword hands. You Slayer. You demon. And he just is rattling off.
Guys, do you have this handled? Because I think I should go to 8 to try to find the bracelet.
I
I trust you.
Okay, I'm gonna leave Faith with you guys. She's kick-ass.
Great.
Will you be all right without her?
I hope so.
I believe in you.
Godspeed.
Here, would you like to break off one of my sword hands?
Do you want to bring Herbert?
Can I take? Yeah, I think
You don't
Herbert's
have
probably.
to.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'll just keep it.
You have 2 hands.
Yes.
Doesn't he look
currently.
great?
You look really great. I was
look
worried.
great.
I could feel some feelings that were negative at certain points.
You did.
But yeah.
Good. I could feel something from you as well.
you're doing
It felt
good.
like you felt like, it seemed like you were always in control.
That's a really nice thing to hear. Because inside it's often like a storm. Oh, okay. Thanks. Later, guys.
Bye.
Great. So you jump out to 8. Where
I'm
were you?
still in 6.
Darla's crying.
know,
Just
I'm-
sobbing into her gun hands.
I just don't understand.
Okay, Darla, I know that like life is really horrible and stuff. I don't.
Do you think I made a good impression? Like, do you think, like, I just in general, I made it, like, I started all of this.
Yeah,
I was in the beginning.
You did.
I was the first twist.
Totally.
People thought I was the victim, and I was the paradigm shift. I turned out to be the vampire.
I know.
I did.
You really set the standard.
Oh, thank you.
Anyway, since you are a vampire and all obviously in tune with all that is mystical and magical, I don't suppose you've seen a magic bracelet around here at all, have you?
A bracelet? No, I've seen some promise rings. 2 of them. One of them on Buffy Summers' finger. The other, guess whose finger?
I'm gonna go with.
It's Angel's.
Yep, that's what I was gonna say, but I didn't want to upset you.
You know, God doesn't love him, but I do.
Yeah.
I'm gonna practice that. I'm gonna practice that a few times. I feel like I'll really get my Oscar moment.
I think you really will get the hang of it.
Thank you.
Yeah, I think things are gonna.
But no bracelets here.
Okay. Peace out.
And you straight up Captain Marvel your way out of that thing. You just shoot off into the sky to a portal.
Yeah.
And then Darla just waves at you with a melted gun hand.
Oh, poor Darla. Oh, Darla.
And then as you leave, she goes, God doesn't love you, but I, no, she probably wait for some rain or, and then, okay, so you guys are in, then you drop into 7. Moloch turns to you. Okay, you, student, hands, swords, Moloch. I was dating a girl. We got really attached, but it was an inappropriate relationship. He starts to tell you that story. You are an 8. So you pop down, and you are backstage at the stage with Herbert. You hear a familiar voice. Hey, make way. The star of the show is... And you turn around, and it's a familiar puppet.
Hey, buddy.
How's it going?
Great.
And then, pow!
Yeah,
And Herbert
I'm
looks,
gonna put Herbert down. He can.
and Herbert goes up. Oh, you've got to be kidding me, you two? Yeah, trapped in that body? Trapped in that body.
While they're talking, I do a perception check to see if I can find the bracelet.
Great.
14.
You see it.
Okay.
It's hanging from a sandbag that's high up.
Okay.
What would you like to do?
Well, I go and untie a knot.
Oh, yep, which you can do.
To get the sandbag to come down.
Nice.
Cool.
I got 5. But I'm really good at knots.
Yeah.
Yeah, you mean it's again super simple. You're
Okay.
able to do it.
Okay, cool.
So you get it down,
Uh-huh.
and the bracelet is there.
Okay.
You want to check it out?
Yeah, I want to grab the bracelet.
Great. Would you like me to describe it to you?
Yes, please.
It's just a rune.
Okay.
What were you expecting?
The room.
What does it look like?
It's the
Like what color is it?
it's just stone,
Uh-huh.
and it's like a power rune, and it's the letter B, I believe, which is just these two, if I remember my runes correctly. But it's mostly, honestly, just it's not a heart.
What?
Oh, no.
Okay. Well, I'm still gonna grab it really quick, go like this, and go to 7.
Great.
See my friends.
Do you leave Herbert back there? You can. It's up to you.
I'm gonna leave Herbert.
They look back at the portal, and you jump through it, and they just kind of shrug and go.
Yeah, they're okay.
Yeah. So anyway, Williamsboro. Yeah, I was in Williamsboro that time too. Was that you? The boom? The boom. I gotta talk to you about the boom. So then they're having their time. And then you pop back over to 7.
Yeah.
You drop down. Moloch. Oh, God. Okay, hi, I'm
overloaded
Moloch.
his
I'm going
sensors.
around and...
I did establish who all of us are.
I'd like to skewer him.
Do it. Roll.
Natural 20.
You skewer him, and Moloch looks at you, and Moloch is the devourer of children, an ancient entity, can hop to different bodies, but right now as you skewer him, he looks at you, and he looks at you, and he looks at you deep in his eyes, and he goes, what was I doing? What was I doing? Getting Willow attached like that. My time's done.
It was not the right thing to do.
It was not.
You described the whole situation to us.
I'm gonna kiss his mouth. I'm gonna run over and kiss his mouth. Do it.
Roll for it.
Okay.
What did you get?
I can't tell if it's a
6
or
is it
no,
a
it's a
weird
9.
symbol? Oh.
It's a 9.
Is it an ancient rune?
Mohawk grabs you and goes, no!
Why?
No! This isn't who I am! And then just pulls your arm and then and he's gone.
He would rather die than be with me.
Okay, he was a devourer of children, though. Do you really want that inside you?
I like to turn my hands back into just normal stone hands.
Roll for it.
11. Bless my will, because I want it. 14.
You got sharp nails.
Sword nails.
All right.
All right.
So you guys are now in the basement. The robot body has collapsed.
Okay,
It's just on the ground.
guys, I got a bracelet. It just has this rune on it.
Is that the
I don't know. I think it's magical, but
Ghost Giles is still with us.
wait, where's Ghost Giles?
No, Ghost Giles is no longer with you.
The thing about that,
What did you do?
I got excited. I got a new power. I left him.
We lost Ghost Giles.
Oh, we lost him.
Okay.
It wasn't my fault though.
It just happened.
It was just
It
like
just happened and you were there.
Okay.
all of a sudden he was gone.
Was it mid when you were? Oh, I don't know what you were doing over there.
So I don't know if this is the totem.
I feel like it doesn't seem like the others.
It doesn't.
It doesn't seem like theirs. I'm gonna put it on.
Okay.
I feel like I can accessorize, and it's not a game, so I don't have to take off all my stuff.
Sure.
Right.
But maybe we keep hopping.
Okay.
Okay.
Sure.
Or maybe there's something with that bracelet that helps us unlock what the actual totem is.
You guys can roll for. You guys can you're in the school.
Yeah.
Just a reminder, you're in the school.
Roll for research.
Yeah, I want to
Yeah, let's
research.
go research.
Yeah.
Head on up.
I want to see if I can research that rune.
What do we need to get?
Just some of you guys get,
19.
of course.
Yeah, I got a 9.
12.
13.
Okay, you guys head up. You're looking. It's a power rune. It's simply to increase someone's power, and it's also to increase their defense against demonic activity.
Okay.
So often use of it. It's usually it has to be spell cast, which means that it's something that a warlock or a mage would do on their own, not necessarily something that.
Right.
It's just something that probably Ethan made for himself, or someone
Right.
gave to him.
Right.
And let me see. There might be one more bit of information I can share with you. What did you roll again? A 19?
19.
Okay.
That'd be 22 with my willpower.
Roll really quickly for like cleverness. Let's do a cleverness roll. You know,
20!
Yay! She's so clever.
looking at it, you realize something. You put it together You figure it out. You figure it out. Because the chaos energy is feeding to you. You are in your element right now, and you put the pieces together. You look at them, and you say, the totem, the last one we need, the heart, the thing to symbolize Giles' regret. It's not on Ethan. Who's it on?
It's not on Ethan?
No, but who else was in the room at the time?
Giles himself. Oh,
Yep.
Okay, we gotta go back. Okay.
As you guys go to open portals, suddenly Ethan appears. Time's up. Time for chaos to reign. And suddenly, all the different dimensions that you guys have been playing in, everything you've done, the walls fall. It all starts to bleed together. Everything that you've gone through tonight and all the other undiscovered dimensions suddenly bleed together, all in one place. Everything starts to shake. It's absolute chaos. Ethan's laughing. He's almost got supreme power. And that's it.
Oh, man. God!
Next week, you guys will have a chance to save yourselves from this dimension. All the walls have fallen, and it is time for it to be complete Buffy Universe Chaos next week. Thank you guys so much for joining us. What a great chapter. We got an arm back.
Feels great.
Got to see Herbert again. Flutie got his.
Feels great.
Flutie got his groove back.
Yes.
Yeah.
Betty closer than ever to getting a demon.
Oh, my lips are still wet.
There's a dimension where Kendra makes it.
And there's a dimension where Kendra stakes
She
Drusilla.
does. Yep.
And again, all of these details will bleed back. So guys, thank you so much for playing. Let's go around and introduce yourselves and kind of where people can find you and everything.
I am Kelly Nugent. You can find me on Instagram and Twitter at Kelly Nugie. You can listen to me talk about YA Pulp Fiction on the Feral Audio podcast Teen Creeps. You can also listen to me and Ryan Mogi talk about Buffy the Vampire Slayer on Hellmouthy, and that you can find that wherever you get your podcasts.
Yeah. And if you want to follow me on Instagram or Twitter, you can find me at rmogi.
Great. I'm Emma Fife. I can be found all over the internet at my name, Emma Fife, EMMAFYFFE. It's probably, it's just the lower third of my character name. I don't know why I'm trying to do it. It's the lower third of my name. That's not how it works. Join me tomorrow, 4:00 p.m. Pacific time. I'm here on HyperRPG, twitch.tv/HyperRPG, which you know because you are tuned into it right now. I'm going to be streaming more of a game I started last week called Tokyo Dark. It's really dope. And then, of course, be sure to tune into Pencils and Parsecs at 9:00 p.m. on Friday for the premiere of Season 2.
Hey everybody, I'm Chris Pramonte. You can find me as Amontioc on Twitter, Instagram, and YouTube. You can also find me as Amontioc every Thursday on HyperRPG on The Gauntlet, which is at 6:30 p.m. This week we have Girls Guts Glory returning. This is their second time. They're an awesome group. They come in with their own unified group that has a stream of their own. You should check them out as well. You can also find Omar and I have a Buffy podcast, the Sunnydale Study Group. You can find us on SSG Podcast on Twitter, Sunnydale Study Group on Facebook and Instagram. And you can also find me with Robot Teammate, which is a musical improv group. If you're going to be in New York, we are doing our play Turbulence off Broadway at the Soho Playhouse. It opens on October 13th. We'd love any East Coast people to come. That would be super duper great. Any help spreading the word to people you know on the East Coast would also be great, as we are promoting from LA and do not live in New York. And then, of course, if you want to start a Hamiltunes of your own, Omar and I helped found Hamiltunes, which is now a global network of Hamilton sing-along clubs, officially sanctioned by the musical Hamilton. And if you want to start your own, go to hamiltunes.la.com and you can find out more information there. And what about you, Omar?
I'm Omar. You can find me on Twitter at Omar Najam. Also, it's warming. If you're a Buffy fan, I assume you're also probably a fan or proponent of Halloween. Once a year, I do something called 13 Days, 13 Shorts. For the last 13 days of October, each get a theme, and people make art inspired by those themes. Right now, we're looking for all the theme suggestions, so tweet anything you associate with Halloween or autumn at 13 Days, 13 Shorts on Twitter. That's 13. We'll put them all together on October 1st. I will pull those slips out of a jack-o'-lantern, and we'll just see which ones they are. I'm very excited. I think David S. Pumpkins is probably going to get picked.
Yeah.
A lot of people have said it.
Yeah.
And of course, you
He's
can
coming
all...
back. He's about to roar back.
Go away. Not in my heart.
Nope.
Alive and well.
God, it's just the gift that keeps on giving.
He will never eat.
So stupid! Why do I like it so much?
It's the sidekick.
It's the B-boy skeleton.
Yeah, it's vintage. We can all relate.
Yeah.
And you can always find me here doing Buffy RPG stuff, which is such a joy. I want to thank you guys, and I want to thank you guys. It's been such a blast DMing. We'll be back. We'll continue through this chaos dimension, and we're gonna change it up next week. I think we're gonna throw in a bunch of different goals and different things you could throw at them because it's gonna be absolute chaos. So if you know anyone who loves Buffy, please tell them about this show. Let them know to tune in. Let them know to throw in their own stakes and everything. And guys, the more you participate, the more fun we're having. So don't feel shy for a second. We love it. If it's your birthday and you want to send stakes out because of it, please. This is such a joy, such a wonder, so much fun. So thank you guys, thank you guys, thank you guys.
Yay!
That's true.
Yeah, bring it in, Matt.
Hey, what's up,
Here's
everybody?
Matt.
Whoa. They fit? I'm right.
Yeah, there you are.
What's up, everyone? Guys, thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you for being a part of this. Once again, get the word out to all the Buffy fans who want people to be seeing this. This stuff's amazing. Omar's doing a great job. You guys are doing an awesome job. And just thank you guys for being here. We just got to get the word out. So help us out. Help us out. There's a bunch of Buffy fans there. We got to reach out to them. And thank you for all your tips. Thanks for tuning in. Remember, it's September all month long. We still have about half a month left of this. So if you're not subbed to the channel yet, what are you doing, man? It's only $2.50. That's like lunch money right there, dude. I used to save that stuff and like save it up.
Less than lunch money.
That's really affordable lunch.
Matt, you know what that is? Less than a pumpkin spice latte.
That's less than a pumpkin spice latte. I've gotten like 16 of those, dude. You know what I mean? That's like one every day. Look, dude. Anyways, I'm super pumped about it. Tomorrow, tune in, is Valiant Vanquish Day. Emma, like she said, will be here streaming that super creepy game. I'm gonna try and eat my lunch and not feel sick after watching that game, but it's a great game.
What are you gonna eat?
Cool.
It's really
peanut butter and
intense.
jelly.
Oh.
And then stick around for the second episode of Valiant Comics Vanquish. Now, I got some big news to announce right here.
What?
Hyperdrive happening a week from this Saturday. It is happening, people. Another Hyperdrive this month. September 30th
Actually,
from
travel
noon
back
to
in time
midnight.
and just do August again.
I know. From noon to midnight, Hyperdrive is happening, y'all. Yeah, Hyperdrive! And I'm gonna go ahead and spitball that schedule right now, dude.
Oh, yeah.
So
Drop
from
it.
noon to 2, we're gonna be doing a Pacific Rim RPG with the crew.
What?
Malika will be GMing. I'll be playing. Zach's playing. Lucas is playing, and Sarah's playing. From 12 to 2, it's gonna be super weird. It's gonna be great. And then from 2 to 4, we're gonna be doing a Super Mario RPG. Hector's gonna GM that. I'm gonna play that. We're gonna have a special guest for that as well. It's gonna be super dope. Tune in for that. Then from 4 to 6, we're gonna kick it up to Seattle for the Politics of Spin. I think you said that right. It's a Kickstarter game that's super fun. It's spinning. It's really good. It's really silly.
Is it a political game?
It's a political. You get a thing, and then like you're the government. You have to spin it.
Like it's a good
You
thing.
have to- yeah.
The
that's
sewers are
fun.
supposed to overflow to remind us that they work.
Exactly. That's a Kickstarter, and we're going to be showing it here at Hyper RPG. I know Odie's got a bunch of great ideas for it, so tune in for that. Then coming back here for a script read. I'm not going to say what script it is yet, because but I'm like positive it's going to be the script that I have in mind, but I just got to confirm that I got it. But expect a script read with the Hyper Heroes crew, promoting Hyper Heroes. It's going to be super great. We're going to have the Hyper Heroes crew and a bunch of guests as well. Then from 8 to 10, I'm really sorry for this, 8 to 10:30 p.m., we're going to kick it back up to Seattle for the return of the Oregon Trail RPG with JSA. Jim Sue Allen will be returning, GMing that, and then coming back here down in LA for Hyper Sketch at 10:30 p.m. Pacific time. All your Hyper RPG next Saturday, September 30th! Yeah!
Huge.
It's gonna be fucking wild. I'm actually really stoked about this, guys. I hope you guys are too. But that's it for tonight. Thank you guys so
Yay,
much.
thank
I hope
you
you're
guys.
stoked.
Thank you.
And we'll see you guys very soon. I'll see you tomorrow. Have a great night, guys.
Bye.
Take care.
Bum ba da bum bum ba dum bum ba da bum.